Dun, 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 dun.
All right, everybody. Welcome to I'll Tell You What, the special edition.
Coming at you all basically live.
The Game of Thrones Season 8 Game of Thrones series finale.
Episode 6.
Yeah.
Episode 6
of
Game of Thrones.
This is
it.
Yeah, the last one.
The finale.
Done. Yeah.
It's over. It's done.
Yeah.
We're coming at you almost live.
Yeah. If it's
no
on your
edits.
DVR and you haven't seen it yet, get out of here. Listen to us later.
Yeah.
Spoiler, if that's what you need. That's all you get.
That's it.
Yep.
We just
Elliot
watched it.
says we need to be very conservative with saying spoiler on this thing. We tried to give a warning before. He's like, that's too much,
He's gonna put the explicit tag and the spoiler tag on this one.
I guess I'll
Tagged up.
technically put a spoiler tag.
Do they have a spoiler tag?
No.
Oh.
Because why would you need it?
We can.
Is Elliot really going to do anything in post?
No.
I'll do a little bit. But basically, we just minutes ago
Yes.
Yes.
watched the end of our collective favorite show of all time. Favorite show of the past couple years.
Yeah. Well,
For Caitlin, favorite show of the past 12 days.
2 months. Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah. It's been a journey.
Yeah.
We just went through a roller coaster of emotions.
We did.
Whoa. Not as many as I was expecting.
Yeah.
I thought,
Really?
I thought I was going to cry. I've cried in many episodes.
Chad's a
Oh,
crier.
really?
Yeah.
I did notice that like most of us were like not pretty vocal, but we were like a little vocal during the episode.
Yeah.
Elliot didn't say a fucking word,
No,
and I knew
you know
it
what?
was killing him
There
every
was-
time somebody like made a noise or like.
My wife asked if we could pause to go to the bathroom, and then while she was in the bathroom, he gave her a hard time for the moment that she chose.
Oh,
to ask
can we
to
talk
go.
about what moment that was? And I know she can hear. I know she can hear. And I just got to say it. What moment was it? Okay, spoiler alert for those we're going to talk about here. The moment that we paused the show, the dagger was literally still in Danny's chest.
Yeah.
And we paused it and said, can we go to the bathroom? Yeah, I understand people have to go to the bathroom and they have to go to the bathroom. But was there a more inopportune time in 75 episodes of Game of Thrones?
Probably before
I don't
the
think
dagger
so.
went in.
Probably right before
So
that.
yeah, the answer to that one is yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
So we jumped ahead a couple scenes
We did.
in our Game of Thrones series finale walkthrough. Sorry, Katie, if that's okay.
She just flipped you off.
No, I hope
He's
not.
like, hey, I complained about that to you guys. I didn't want to get back to her.
Thanks, Chad. Okay, so you didn't think it was that emotional, is what you thought?
I thought I was gonna have to cry a little bit more.
Okay.
And, just didn't happen.
It felt like it got a little too like tongue in cheek, like self-referential.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this episode, like the whole. I'm skipping way ahead, but like
okay.
the small council meeting was like.
Here's the
it
book
was
of the
just-
story of all this stuff.
Yeah, it was too much. It was too much.
Okay. So you thought there was too much like fan servicey. You were
Yes.
sending people off into
Yes.
the distance.
Too many
Yes.
people got a happy ending. I think was
Yes,
my
all of a
challenge.
sudden it's like a comedy show. Like,
Okay.
I don't know. That was my opinion. I thought that scene was a little too heavy-handed, and for it to be so close to the end of the episode was, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
It just did my 2-month journey a bit of a disservice.
Sure.
Yeah, I've invested a lot,
Right. So, I mean, a lot of people have been living with this show for the better part of a decade.
Sure, that's your fault, but yeah,
My fault and my pleasure.
yeah, yeah. Your song of fire and ice.
Ooh.
Which I thought that was, again, we're jumping the whole way. We just saw this scene
Isn't
minutes
that how
ago.
you do recaps? Is
You generally
just
start in the beginning and then you work your way to the end.
popcorn stab wherever it works,
don't
like
think
you're
so.
stabbing
But
Danny?
at the very end, when they put the book on the table and it was called A Song of Ice and Fire,
Yeah,
I didn't love that.
there was a collective groan across
the
America.
country,
Yeah, when that happened.
A little bit, and I didn't quite get when they didn't mention Tyrion in that. I didn't quite understand that. But let's move back.
Yeah,
Okay,
the beginning.
let's go back to where we started. Okay, when
Sure.
they first opened the episode.
So we expect Arya to ride in on her horse,
Yeah,
and
what the
we're
hell?
let down by that right
Does
away.
that horse even like become part of like the Screen Actors Guild? She had that one
Ooh,
scene. I think
maybe.
that probably qualifies her. I don't know how that stuff works,
I
but
mean,
I
her
hope
fame should
I
get
hope
a
she gets
separate thing,
insurance
right?
out of this deal. Sorry, Chad, I
No,
interrupted.
that's about all I got.
What was the opening scene? Can anyone remember?
Tyrion walking in.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Tyrion was
He went
walking
to
forebodingly,
and he
followed
found
by
Jaime.
Davos and Jon. Basically, the good guys, we're
Yeah.
calling them in quotes, the good
Yeah.
guys are walking in, looking at the devastation
Right.
caused by Drogon
Okay.
and the Unsullied. You can see skulls
Daenerys.
burned.
A
That girl
random-
with the horse again.
Right. And then that person that was walking all just totally burned, like down to the muscle as
Yeah.
they're walking, shambling
Yeah.
by. And you kind of see like the devastation that was caused. And you kind of like, not that you needed reminding, but you're reminded with everything that had just happened. And you're like, well, this is pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then you walk by and you eventually you get to that, the town square where you see the, maybe 10,000 Unsullied, which
Unsullied and
where did
the
all
Dothraki.
these,
Where'd they come from? Exactly.
Because let's be real, didn't
Well, CGI, that's where they came from.
I know we learned that half, and I'm saying half in quotes, of the Dothraki and Unsullied got destroyed, but Battle of Winterfell looks like
Yeah,
way
I
more than
know.
half
Where were-
of the
and
Dothraki
it's like,
got
where
cut
were
out.
the rest of them? Like just like sleeping, hanging
They
out.
were-
Like
they were
weren't-
occupied.
They weren't there.
They were occupied,
Yeah.
but there were quite a few
So
of
they're
them left.
gathered, and then Dany comes out, and she's like, we fucked up.
This
King's
is the
Landing,
beginning
we're
of the
gonna
war.
Fuck 'em
Yeah,
all up.
yeah,
Yeah, and she was looking real tyrannical.
yeah.
In
She
that
was.
moment.
She was wild-eyed.
Yeah,
A lot of braids. She loves a wild braid.
she's working the braids.
I mean, it's the braids in
I
summer,
wonder,
right?
like, who? Yeah, the braids in
It's
summer.
It's a World Cup
Yeah,
here.
you're right. It is. Who's doing all those braids?
Well, not
Grey,
Miss-
do you
not
think
Miss
Grey
Sandy.
Worm
Ooh.
braids her hair
did,
for her
Grey,
at
did
night?
Miss Sandy teach Grey Worm how to braid?
Probably.
Maybe
She taught
Grey
him. She
Worm
taught him a
was
couple of
braiding
things.
Miss Sandy.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Could be.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's a
So
tough
then
moment.
Tyrion's like,
Yeah.
I quit, throws the hand
Throws
thing.
the-
It's funny
yeah,
how
throws
like
the pin.
I didn't think the acoustics would be set for Dany to be able to talk to everybody there, but they could hear what she was saying. And when Tyrion
Overall,
dropped that,
You could-
Tyrion
you-
dropped that pin.
You
and
literally
they
heard
stopped.
a pin
Oh.
drop. Huh? Huh?
I wonder what Dany's plan was with Tyrion.
She's gonna kill him. She's
know,
gonna
but-
burn him, crisp him up.
In what world? Why
wait?
when has she ever waited before? Was Tyrion just that important,
Oh,
or was this
that's-
just another plot contrivance?
No, you're probably
like-
right, Elliot. Yeah.
The Unsullied could have taken care of him. Drogon
Yeah.
was right behind. I've been fucking up his name all
Well, because
night.
his name is
Dragon.
it's
Drogon
as
the
close to
dragon.
dragon as possible, and he's a giant dragon. So, which I'm glad Tyrion made it out.
Yeah.
But like, really, why did he?
Yeah.
You know. But
He's the people's choice.
But a bunch of stuff happened, and you know, Dany looked terrifying, and she was creepy.
Yeah, she was.
And I thought the conversation with Tyrion and Jon in that room went on a little bit long.
Yeah,
and
that
Jon,
was like they were banking on that to be like the linchpin of the episode.
right. But like it was more of Jon seeming really dense and really.
I don't understand why he was
Jon
that
from the beginning,
conflicted.
though.
Yeah,
That's Jon from the beginning. He's never been like the person we want him to be. He's
No,
always been
you're right,
a lot
Chad.
more like struggling.
He takes
with that.
so much like banging you over the head with the obvious answer.
Yeah,
And it's like
so true.
even up until the moment when he took Dany out, you didn't know what was going to happen
No,
because
you
you're like,
didn't.
Jon, are you still going to be a moron?
I thought he was blind with love. Yeah. That's
Well,
what I
we
thought
were
was going on.
we were all watching it, and Carla's like, "What was she?" She was like, "He stabbed her. No, she stabbed him. No, he stabbed
And
her.
I was like,
no,
"It's
she
Arya."
stabbed him." Yeah, it's like you literally did not know what was going to happen.
You've no idea because it's Jon. Jon, like you, I don't trust Jon ever to make the right decision.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
And I just feel like Tyrion was like, Jon, please do the right thing, do it. And you just
Hey, he rose to the occasion though when it counted. So
Yeah, he couldn't rise to the occasion before King's Landing was burned.
that's true.
that was a
Yeah.
All he had to do was stab her once earlier, and 10,000 people would have lived.
Do we think that was it? Only 10,000 people?
well they
Maybe.
It was a
more.
long time ago, probably.
they made the somebody made the comment that there was 1 million people in King's Landing.
Really?
Yeah.
That
Almost
seems-
1 million.
That seems far fetched.
And I think roughly most of those 1 million people probably bit the dust. you
Yeah,
know?
except the main characters in
Became
the
dust.
story. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
more of that plot armor.
But Cersei and Jamie are definitely dead. That was
yeah, we forgot about that scene.
That was tough to
I thought that was
watch.
a good scene.
Yeah.
So the previous episode, The Bells, episode 5, we didn't really talk about episode 5 much with us. How did you guys feel about the way Danny and Jamie went out? Because I thought the way
Cersei and Jamie.
those women. Cersei
No,
and Jamie.
I think Cersei got robbed of a theatrical death.
Yeah.
She deserved more.
Yeah, she used to have been burnt in the tower.
She's like one of the best villains of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Come on, but one of the best TV villains.
Would you call her a villain, or would you call her? I mean, you were like.
I think she's
fangirl
more.
behind
No,
her.
I think she's still a villain, but I think she's
Yeah, I
sort
think
of
she's definitely a
layered
villain.
and,
What would you
and
call her?
nuanced.
If not
I
a
don't know.
villain.
I don't know. Like
Mom.
She loves her children.
Yeah.
I think.
Well,
I think
Satoya
we
was
heard that
right.
once or twice.
She said we were going to see a mom die on Mother's Day.
Ooh.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I thought the scene where they showed Jamie and Cersei under the rocks. I thought that was a beautiful scene.
Yeah, I liked it.
You liked seeing.
I just
Cersei
wanted
dead.
one last glimpse at him with that little golden hand sticking
Yeah.
up.
No, I don't know.
Let's talk about how they ended up on the top of that pile of rubble, though.
Yeah.
That seems
And there seemed to be a lot
was
of other
convenient.
like. I thought the whole castle fell down on them. There seemed to be a lot of areas.
that was literally wrong place, wrong time. If they literally just shifted to the left a couple of feet, they would have.
They would have been okay.
They would have
just
been
kinda
rowing out to
If
wherever.
Jamie would have held his gold hand up, I think it would have
You're
deflected
probably
everything.
right. Yeah, built-in shield.
be like, oh, let's just shift over a little bit. We've been okay.
Wait. Okay.
And back on track, John stabs Danny.
No, thanks, Chad. Back on track. Yeah.
And
Back on track, Chad.
So, like, that happens, and then Drogon comes in. We're
Right.
like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Two things are going to happen. Either he's going to burn John.
Right.
Well, and then within that, either John's going to die, or John's not going to die from the flames, and he's a real Targaryen, and he's a dragon.
Wait, is that a thing though? You said that, and I didn't know that was like a thing.
It's-
Because she went in and hatched
Yeah.
the eggs. Okay.
But it's not always a thing.
Oh.
It's
Because her brother died from the fire, and she's
right.
like,
It's
Oh, the golden crown.
yeah. Being fireproof is not always. I don't know.
So it's like a fire retardant kind of thing. Is that what they call it?
they're made out of asbestos.
Yeah.
The bestest
It works
Targaryens are made of
most of the
asbestos.
time.
It's a tongue twister for your childhood. And so I thought one of those two things were going to do, and then he just melted. So it seems like Drogon
really knew.
and he had a lot like
the complexity of
exactly,
the
and
Iron
he's
Throne.
like,
He was the smartest. Well, he's still alive.
This chair has caused so much of this anguish, so he just destroyed the chair. I thought that was
He's the real
but
prophet.
like, did Drogon really know?
Well, what else
What
was
the-
he doing then by
He's
doing
the three-eyed dragon.
But like, I'm unsure because I through the various. I'm unsure if the dragons are very smart because I've heard at various points that they're like as smart as humans, and also that they're
they can't be as smart as
that they're
him.
as
smart
like,
as Jon Snow.
well, there you go. But they're like they have similar intelligence as dogs. So I've heard that they're.
You
they're
read that
either-
in an encyclopedia.
Haven't you seen the movie Dragonheart?
Oh, I know.
I don't think I've seen Dragonheart.
Oh, man, you
I've
should
seen
watch
Ring of
Dragonheart.
Fire. Have you seen that?
Oh, I don't know.
Christian Bale. Ooh, good
Have
movie.
you seen How to Train Your Dragon?
No, I've
Ooh.
heard it's good though.
Me
I've seen
too.
one
It's a
of them.
trilogy.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the third one's in theaters now.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just two.
We're getting off track.
Sorry. Have you ever seen Neverending Story?
Ooh,
I
Dragon
haven't.
Dog.
That's a classic, right? I've
yeah.
never seen it.
It doesn't hold up.
I don't
Okay.
understand your childhood. You have big gaps.
Well, you should. Right?
Don't go down
Although
that.
we were separated.
Guys,
at
don't
young.
go down that road again.
Sorry, Sarah.
Too much flack.
Does Sarah watch Game of Thrones?
Because
Because she's probably not listening this far.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just once again, Sarah, if you're here, we're very sorry.
I'm sorry.
Very, very sorry. Let's get back on track. So Drogon burned down the throne to molten
Yep.
like
steel?
like a magma almost.
a magma
Yeah.
and flew off with Dany.
Yep.
So did they ever find Dany's body, or did Drogon like bury it somewhere? Or, like,
That's what I was. I'm like, what's he gonna do with her?
because they never
I bet he would've
found,
It was
went
like
down
a
this
King Kong
dragon
kind of
stone.
thing.
I think they would have went back there. Like that's the only thing.
but they never found Drogon again, right?
No.
So I wonder if they could ever. I don't know. Do you think Drogon just
gets his own spin-off series? I would love that.
Probably How to Train Your Dragon 4.
second trilogy? Yeah. Yeah. So then, is that right after that? Is that when we kind of like smash cut to like 3 weeks later?
Yep.
Yes.
The council is
Yeah.
taking place in the dragon pit.
Which
It
I
was
thought-
sunny out again.
I thought that was kind of cool. So I guess do we assume that wasn't snow and it was actually ash?
No, I think it was snow.
I think it was snow. Yeah.
So it was just like a really quick spring snow, and like, or
It's
or
winter.
winter was only like a week long, and then it was summer again.
I think winter is complex in the South.
Either way, it was like 3 weeks later. All the other lords and ladies had arrived to the
some
dragon
real
pits.
throwbacks.
Yeah,
Some
so we
folks we haven't
saw
seen in a bit.
We got Boob Nibbling.
Aaron, whatever his name is,
the
first
Aryan.
name.
Nibbling.
Oh, I mean
John Aaron.
Yeah.
John Aaron.
He
The Aaron
breastfed till very late in life.
until
if
his
you'll
voice
remember.
dropped.
Yeah.
Oh, that was him. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His mom fell down the hole. Pushed down it.
He seemed a little more mature. I didn't realize.
Yeah, he grew up.
And then you got
His hair,
nerd uncle
new
who's
haircut.
like, I will be king.
Yeah.
And Sansa's like, sit the fuck down.
Sansa was my number 1 draft pick for the throne.
Okay. This is a good time to talk
yeah.
about.
Yeah.
First of all, we're at Caitlyn's home. I don't know if you can tell from the YouTube frame. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube, now's a good time to get on the YouTube.
It's also a great time to get a summer tank top.
Summer tank tops. It's not snowing here, so get onto the TeePublic.
Winter has arrived, but summer's still going on.
Summer is coming.
Also, this episode brought to you by tpublic.com/user.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, great. So tell us about the draft that you had at your home.
Yeah, so we were having a little Game of Thrones party. And we did like a
very highly attended.
Yeah. And we did a dead wall. So we put every living character up on the wall, and we were, the intent was to tear them down as they died in the episode, but
and
there's only one death. But secondarily, part of it was we each had our little throne badges, and we got to cast our singular vote on who we thought would end up as king or queen of Westeros.
Right. Who did we all vote for?
Well, Chad, who did you vote for specifically?
I voted for Dany.
Okay.
Yes.
And who was the one person that we actually tore down off the wall? Who died?
Dany.
Right.
Yeah.
So good job.
I went big and I ended up going home.
Yeah.
So Chad's actually the only one who truly lost.
Yep.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay. So Caitlin, who did you vote for?
I went for my girl Sansa Stark.
Which you didn't technically.
I know.
She's Queen of the North.
Yeah, she's got a crown on her head.
Right. She's Queen of the North.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a cool move.
Yeah.
I thought it was a baller move, the way that she let everybody else vote, and then it's like,
she was great in that scene.
Especially against her brother. Like, she's like, Bran, you're cool. I support you. But I'm still going to take the North.
We all kind of had a dog in the fight, except for Chad. Katie also voted for Sansa.
Right.
Carla voted for Tyrion, which
he's still on the small council. He's leading the small council.
So
he's still hand of the king. So he's still in the game.
And
but there's no throne, so it's just the game
someone
now.
Well, there's a new throne
for Bran.
It just goes with them.
Yeah. It was Elliot and no. So Elliot cast his vote. Well, Elliot cast his vote for like 14 different people.
Literally not true. I cast my vote for 2 people. One was your mother. Because there was a picture of your mother very close to the people I could vote for, and I got confused.
Yeah, sure.
She looked very regal.
Yeah.
So I voted for her.
She's in her fur cape. Yeah.
You told me that she didn't count, so I had to move my vote to Bran.
Yeah, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, ugh, why, why?"
And then what happened?
Of course, it happened.
So, yeah.
Cobblestone, Roland, Bran.
And the reason, so, as we talked about last time, we talked about Game of Thrones on this here podcast.
This here podcast.
I do a lot of podcast listening about Game of Thrones and YouTube listening.
It feels like cheating, but okay.
I don't.
Yeah, well,
Me neither.
So
I don't really listen to podcasts.
Oh, well.
It's actually crazy.
It
doesn't show.
Either,
It doesn't show.
This thing turn on.
So the going rate was that kind of that Bran would be king, that Sansa would continue the Queen in the North, and that Jon would eventually end up going back to the true North and run free. So kind of
run free like
what people
a dog,
and that Jon would kill Dany, and that Dany would end up dying this episode. So kind of what people expected to happen actually did kind of come true.
Right.
So, it wasn't that big of a stretch for me to vote Bran.
Yeah, but it just was like,
congratulations.
Yeah, I guess,
right.
Congrats to you. But
I'm just saying, me voting for Bran was not a really original thought.
Okay, yeah.
As far as like people that
you weren't like pulling it out of thin air,
right.
and like
right.
yeah, sure.
But the main reason is because Tyrion and I guess the other lords and ladies, Bran is the one that wants it least. So that is like, he's the person who wants power the least. And we've seen over time and time again that the person who wants power the most corrupts them the most.
Sure.
And I think that's a strong statement. And the fact that he can't have a son or a daughter proves that, maybe what's it called when you have an heir, lineage is a bad way to just have rule.
Sure.
And I thought it was really funny when everybody just laughed at Sam's idea of democracy.
Yeah.
Because it was like this like sweeping moral high ground kind of thing. And it was just like, are you kidding me? Is the show really going to move in this direction? Thank God that old dude started cracking up and everybody followed suit. It was like, no, this is too much.
When he was saying that, I was like, it's not really working that great now. Is that really how you want to go?
All right. And so then Arya's going to sail the seven seas.
That part I just can't with. That came out of left field.
If this means that maybe one of the spin-offs is Arya
show?
Going west of Westeros,
I'll take it.
I can see the title, Game of Thrones, West of Westeros.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'll start a podcast called Potting West. I don't know what it's going to be called, but I'm in. Are you in?
Sure.
I'm in.
Oh yeah, I'd follow Arya to the edge of the world.
Potting with Arya or
something with a needle, like a compass needle.
I don't know.
Threading the needle.
Ooh, we got something. We're working on it. But yeah, I'm on board. If that's like, I like the idea. Arya's a cool cat.
A girl has no boundaries.
Ooh.
A girl has no something. You know what? Yeah.
Both of you have great ideas. I haven't had one yet. I'll work on it.
Yeah, we got time. We'll keep this pod going until we come up with the name.
But I think it's cool. Like the 4 Stark children. Right. I guess
they became the central focus.
Yeah, totally. If you're counting Jon Snow as one of the Stark kids,
I don't know if you can. He's a Targaryen.
Okay, well,
nurture versus nature.
If you're counting the 3 Stark kids, you got one is king. You got Arya going west of Westeros.
Throne.
We got a queen in the north,
and then you got Sansa
on the 2-wheeled throne,
queen in the north. It's great.
Yeah.
All you don't have is, we've never really cared that much about Essos, the other continent.
We just took their armies.
We took their armies and I don't know.
Freed their slaves.
I guess they're getting a lot back now.
We didn't do that. Danny did that.
The Unsullied are going back to Noth.
Is that where that was?
Well, it's an island off the coast of one of the Essos.
I'll tell you who
parts.
I soured on.
Grey Worm. Yeah.
He used to be my guy, and then nope.
Well, he was loyal. You can say that about him.
Yeah, but like in a dumb way.
Well, what is loyalty? If you're loyal to the wrong person,
just
it looks dumb.
Blind allegiance.
Sure.
Yeah.
Also, what if Danny would have created a great utopia? I'm just saying.
I know, but
he was good at his job.
From the ashes.
He was good at what he did.
Without a doubt.
Sure.
Yeah. But I didn't like him anymore.
Yeah.
He's off my list.
So Chad.
Yes.
You've been doing a good job keeping us on track in the episode. Where do we go after this?
Where are we?
This is the end.
Well, we saw Tyrion assembling the small council.
Oh, that's the part
I felt in the room that we kind of, the group kind of soured on the show right at that moment when the small council came in. When Bronn showed up. I don't think people liked Bronn showing up.
Yeah.
My challenge was when they threw down the book, and it was the
That's
book.
The part. The book.
The whole goddamn thing is based off of, and so they're like, "Oh, see, we're inserting this here." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, it got like a little hokey.
There was always the when Sam went to Old Town and when he was in the Citadel.
Yeah.
There was kind of the thought that he was going to be the author of A Song of Ice and Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
So that was kind of laid a couple seasons ago, but.
What I really wanted is I wanted the book to close, and I wanted Arya to just be writing the story of how she found her horse. And I didn't get that.
The bangs on that horse. I still.
That's what
it keeps me up at night.
I was really hoping this whole series was about.
That horse came and went.
That would have got a slow clap out of me at the end if I would have been like, and she's like, and Arya and the horse ran off into the sunset forever.
I wonder if the horse even had a name in the credits. Just White Horse 1.
Maybe there's 3 different white horses that they had to use to film that all together.
Yeah. What do you think Brienne was? She was the was she head of the Kingsguard?
She was the I forget what that's called. Head of the Kingsguard.
Yes, I think so. I did like, I was like, oh, when she was doing that, like, writing in the book or whatever, I was like, where's this going to go? But then I liked, like, I'm closing the book on Jaime Lannister.
Died protecting his queen.
Yeah.
I mean, she respected Jaime. She respected him. There was a mutual respect between the two of them. And Carla and I were talking about the Jaime and Brienne thing. And I think Jaime was a Shades of Grey character. And he was never truly good.
How many shades of Grey?
Many. 50, let's say. 50.
Hello.
But he never completed his arc to good, and I think that's okay. And I think the way that could have been better is if I wish they never had sex. I wish they never would have truly, finished the deed. I wish Jaime would have knighted Brienne, and then they could have had that moment, and then Jaime could have gone back to Cersei, and it would have been okay.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Elliot. Yeah.
I don't like that they did.
Yeah.
Get together.
It just
and then they separated.
It took the purity of it all away.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But I think it's more real. I think it's a better character arc.
I also think a lot of these kind of things. I think Jaime and Brienne, as well as Dany completing her turn to the Mad Queen, are a victim of the shortened season.
Oh, totally.
And I cannot wait to maybe read the books. I mean, there's like 8,000 pages to read. And I plan to do it.
I can't wait to maybe.
I plan to do it, but I just know that it's almost 10,000 pages. This is a lot of books. But I do plan to read it. But like, I just know that, HBO wanted these series to go.
Yeah, they just wanted
George
to go do
R.
something
Martin
else.
wanted more seasons, but the showrunners were just like, you know what?
They're like, hey, we got Star Wars.
We got more. We got work to do.
Hey, Bran just warged into the future and saw us, producing Star Wars, so we got to split.
But
so it's done.
Yeah,
it's this.
The book is closed.
Saga is done.
Yeah.
It's been a journey. I think it was a fitting end.
I didn't hate it.
They did tie up these storylines. Yeah. Whether they ended the way we wanted to or not, that varies. But it's done.
Yeah,
it is done.
There's no more waiting.
No.
They said George. I call him George. George R. Martin has told us, like he told me, he has stated that it was going to be bittersweet, and I feel like that's totally true. The hero that we had from the beginning, Dany was like from episode 1. She was like this sweet person that we followed along growth, and she was like a savior to all these people.
Yeah,
and now she's dead.
Right.
And the other hero that we followed is now, disgraced, in quotes, exiled, but now he's like in his true place. He's with Ghost. He's with Tormund, his like maybe best friend, like also in the true North where he belongs.
Ghost accepted Jon back. Fuck
too
that.
Quick. Too
Fuck that.
quick.
Fuck Jon when he didn't even say goodbye. Fuck Jon Snow. I'm saying it.
Well, he said it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was a fitting end. I was a little hard, and I'm still going to be tough on
a little hard.
Come on, I'm going to be tough on episode 3. I still am not pleased how they did the Night King.
Yeah,
I don't like how the series just kind of cut out the Night King.
I would have liked to see like a little bit of a callback to that in the final episode, but we got nothing.
Maybe this is a bigger discussion for the series in general, but how the mystical elements kind of just got cut out. I'm still not happy with that, but the way it rounded out, the way it finished up, I'm happy with it. I give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, I'll go thumbs up.
Yeah, I'll thumbs it up. May not have been the story I wanted, but the story I needed.
Do you think people were like so hard?
That's the story you got.
So hard on the internet because of like it was like separation anxiety.
Because they knew that it was coming to an end, and they just
some of that.
Yeah.
Also,
right?
I think the world is interesting right now. People can voice their opinions too much on the internet. I mean, granted, we're part of that, but like
literally,
it's
voicing our
opinions.
Day.
It's a story to be told, and it's not my job. Like, tell me a story. That's why I watch TV, and like engaging in a conversation. That's a new thing. Tell me a story, and I consume the story. I'm not supposed to talk back.
Tell me a story. Do your job, and I'll do my job, and shut up.
And then talk about it for half an hour afterwards.
Yeah.
Uninformed.
It's ironic.
We'll analyze it with an uninformed voice. So that's
that's
those are our
the
thoughts.
final chapter.
Yep.
The raw reaction.
Wow, what a ride!
What a ride.
Yeah.
It's been a long 2 months for you.
It has been a long 2 months for me. I'm excited to get my life back, but I'll miss it. I'll miss all my new friends.
You're gonna start the rewatch now.
Oh God!
How long do you think it's going to take until you rewatch? Because this is definitely a show that you're going to rewatch.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll like rewatch the final episode in like over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
This season, I've rewatched each episode.
Maybe if I get the flu or something.
So you're going to wait until you're sick.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Like The Office is a show that Carla and I rewatch every 2 years
but that's like
or so.
a different style of rewatch. Yeah.
It's a show you can kind of just put on and enjoy it.
Right.
I mean, it's pretty much just a knockoff. I mean, Game of Thrones is a knockoff of The Office. Dwight is Tyrion. Jon Snow is
Jim.
Yeah.
Danny is
Michael Scott.
Who's Michael?
No. Michael Scott. That is
Cersei.
Yeah.
Ned Stark.
That one feels loose.
They all felt a little loose, frankly.
Yeah.
Well, should we bid adieu?
I think we should.
For now.
Our watch has ended.
Oh.
I can't take full credit for that because my dad texted me a few minutes ago and he said these.
Hey, good work.
So, but yeah, I'll steal the joke. I cribbed the joke.
Well, thanks for that joke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening along. Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah.
Write into the mailbag. Chad, where can they write into the mailbag with their thoughts?
I'll tell you what, podcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Let us know if you agreed, if you disagreed. I don't know.
If you have a new show for us that we should watch, maybe.
Yeah.
We're looking for a new one. We can all watch together. It could be like one of those things.
Oh, also, did you see that trailer for Westworld
I know,
season
I'm gonna have
3?
to Google it and watch it again.
Oh my
yeah, because I
goodness.
had no idea what it was, and I was not anticipating that being Westworld.
Do you think that was a different park?
It's gotta be.
Oh
right?
my God, I'm so into that.
Yeah, I didn't finish season 2. I didn't get that into it, but I gotta watch. I gotta finish season 2.
I haven't seen any of it. I gotta. Maybe I'll pull a Caitlin. I'll catch up on Westworld.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Westeros. And we can do similar things.
Yeah, I'm down.
Well, I'm sure there's never been a podcast called Westworld Weekly.
Yeah, but no, there is because I think you sent it to me.
Did I?
Yeah.
Shit.
It was something. It was like a Westworld recap thing. You're like, hey, if you have no clue what's going on, this is a good one to listen to.
I guess I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, what a way to end our.
Thank you all for joining along.
This was fun.
Yeah.
Chad, should you hit us with the outro music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I was going to. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Hey, all hail Bran the Unbroken.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Bran the Broken.
Bran the Broken.
Can't have kids.
He definitely didn't get to pick that name, huh?
He wouldn't have chosen it if he could choose it again.
That was tough. Breaker of Chains is much
Sansa,
cooler.
Queen in the North.
Yeah.
My true queen.
Yeah, same here.
Danny, you got what you deserved.
Rest in pieces.
Just 6.
Let's just let Chad go. How long is he going to go?
Bye.
Bum, 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 bum.